So hi, welcome to the Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're going to talk about music today. I never know what to say unless I have something funny already planned, and
You don't have anything funny
I didn't
planned?
have any giggles planned.
Come on, dude.
There's no Fred Durst
Corn.
news. Yeah, there is definitely corn news. So I saw Corn this past Friday. Very exciting. They were very good
exciting.
live. I
Mhm.
missed the first opener, 68.
Okay.
But I didn't
Oh,
really...
well, you said that you weren't really stoked to see them.
I wasn't
so.
stoked or anything, so I was
Yeah.
not upset that I missed them. I didn't think their studio stuff was the best. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm going to see them Wednesday. No
Exactly.
biggie. We'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
And then Stained. We're going to look at music, and then we're
Mhm.
going to look at his politics. The music,
Mhm.
I think they're relatively okay. They weren't awful live. The front man,
Mhm.
I believe his name is Aaron, could have
Oh.
gave a little bit more of a fuck. Like, just looked like he wanted to be there a little bit.
Okay. So like Machine Gun Kelly vibes.
Yeah, but
know?
like smoking and drinking on stage, just like
Oh
in
my
the middle of
God.
the set.
That sounds like the people who opened for 21 Pilots. The guy like didn't even know where he was. And he was like drinking on stage and stuff. It was really weird.
Yeah, but I looked up at the big monitors because I was far in the back, and I just saw this guy Stained had a cigarette in a hand, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But his screams were very impressive, so we'll give him a pass.
Well, not for long. I mean,
his politics, on the other hand, hardcore conservative, was wearing a shirt that said "Defend the Police," and has been wearing some other shirts like "Could shit a better president" and "F you." What is Biden 46? F you 46.
I think he's 47.
Yeah, whatever number Biden is, it's like F you 40.
No, wait,
whatever.
he's 46. Yeah.
F you 46. Those are just some of the highlights of shirts that he's been wearing.
Wow.
So he's a very questionable man.
Yes.
Very conservative. Well, I just don't know. Like, they were doing such a good job. Like, it's clear that you can have god awful opinions and not ruin your career, like Trapped. So is like Stain just trying to ruin their career by like doing
Are they trying
shit
to be the
like
next
that?
Trapped?
Yeah, like honestly.
Well, isn't Attila the same way?
No, Attila ruined their career because the front man is supposedly an abusive, manipulative piece of shit. He keeps on denying it. There are plenty of allegations that say otherwise.
Okay.
So that is why their career went down the shitter. They were also never all that good.
Yeah, I mean, have you heard Day Drinking? Like,
no, that was recent
man.
music, Glory. Yeah. This spans back their entire career. They had songs like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, they always had shitty songs on every record.
That's good to know.
But Stained musically wasn't awful live, and I had been listening to them in Korn like on repeat for the past week, so I unfortunately knew the words to almost every single song that they played, and I'd only been listening to them for a week.
Wow.
And
that's
then
impressive.
My neck is still sore from seeing Korn on Friday. I destroyed it exactly 3 minutes into the set. They played Insane, and I went insane. So
wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know. So that was how my Friday was. And then on Saturday...
God, that was Friday?
That was Friday.
I just remembered what I told you about what happened to me on Friday.
Gloria and I had two completely different Fridays. Yeah. And then that Saturday, half an hour before doors opened in Scranton, Pennsylvania, they had to postpone that show, and I was supposed to see them on Wednesday, and now I will see them again in September, late September. I have 3 shows that week, and I will be in school at that point. I'm going to be beat.
Wow. Okay.
So that is very fun. It was Jonathan Davis, out of all people, who got COVID.
Jonathan.
God damn it, Jonathan. So anybody that was at the Camden show on Friday, if you were in the front row or the first couple of rows, or anywhere in the pit, honestly, you might just want to like go take a shower.
Yeah,
I don't know if Korn fans do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Korn fans.
Other than that, in terms of what?
I just remember I would have been talking about my Flight Club concert.
Yeah, Glory didn't go see Flight Club because COVID exists.
COVID.
Yeah, Glory's
I'm sure it was great.
Yeah, Glory's being safe out there. I'm just raw dogging it.
Bro,
because I got to see as many shows as possible before everything closes again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So In terms of that's the only show that I have to talk about, and the only show that got postponed that I know of. But they're like taking, I think, like a week off or something. Limp Bizkit just.
I'm sorry. I'm still broken up over that.
Yeah.
Like,
it would have been iconic if I could have saw Limp Bizkit one weekend, Korn the next weekend.
Literally, yeah.
At least I got that Korn concert in. In terms of tours that have gotten announced, there's really nothing that got announced either. Under Oath announced a tour for next year with Every Time I Die in Spirit Box.
First in Flight announced a tour, or was that a show? A show
this Thursday. In California, so if you live on the other side of the US, go there. But yeah, other than that, there's been like a couple of one-offs and shit, but in terms of tours, I think I don't know if it's slowing down because the world opened up, or might close down again. Sorry, not because it opened up. It's doing the opposite again.
It is.
Or because every band that wanted to tour this year has already announced tours, and everyone else has been like behind the scenes, like, cancel that. We'll just start next year. I'm not sure. But
Pulses and With Sales Ahead announced like a short tour. It's like 3 days.
They're doing a weekender. They're hitting Jersey, New York City, and supposedly Philly if they can book a venue in Philly.
Yeah.
I'll see.
No Virginia though.
Pulses was supposed to play Virginia and then did a last minute venue change into Maryland, and now I believe they announced another show in Virginia in like Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg. That's literally like 6 hours away from me.
I was gonna send it to you, but I was like, I think I remember her saying that is not close by.
Yeah, it's very far.
So
it's a whole state away.
Yeah, Pulses will I'm sure Pulses will play near you soon, and maybe it'll be by the time that it's not scary to step outside.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So yes. Other than that, not much news to talk about. We got plenty of albums and EPs and a handful of singles this week. It was a very busy week.
For what reason? Why?
I don't know why everyone chose August 13th to release a record. But everyone did. And it resulted in 7 hours of music listening for us.
Dude, I looked at the playlist.
Tears.
I couldn't do it, dude.
Tears.
I still had to do it, but I didn't want to do it.
Tears, man. Luke Hemmings dropped an album, When Facing the Things We Turn Away From. That's a stupid title.
Stop.
It's a stupid title. I'm sorry. It's too long.
It's very long. Yeah. It confused me the first time I read it because it just sounds like a runoff sentence. Yeah. Where it's like it doesn't. Whatever.
Luke just pressed the middle, but the label said we need a title, and he just typed in when, and then just hit the middle a couple times.
Oh my god. I thought this album was good though. I liked the vibe of it. I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this good because I had kind of like low expectations, but also kind of high expectations because it's the lead singer from 5 Seconds of Summer. But I think I prefer it over the Astronaut album because his voice is 5 Seconds of Summer for me. So I think it felt like 5 Seconds of Summer, but like in a different version, if that makes sense.
I didn't want to bring up the Ashton album because I feel
I love you, Ashton. You're doing great.
Apples to oranges. Because the only thing that connects the albums and them as people is that they're in the same band. But this album definitely did have a more 5 Seconds of Summer vibe to it. And a couple of songs, it's like those were just 5 Seconds of Summer songs that didn't make it. Like that's what it feels like. Like Baby Blue, I was like, oh, this is just a 5 Seconds of Summer song. Like, where's the other 3 guys?
Exactly. They're probably on the track.
One of the guys produced it, the other one played instruments on it, and the other guy was in the room, so we got credit for it.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I also thought this record was pretty good and a lot better than the other one that will not be named because I said I didn't want to bring it up, but here we are bringing it up anyway.
Sorry, Ashton, I love you. It's still a great album.
Yeah, okay.
The Killers dropped a new album, Pressure Machine, and it sucked. Why was this so bad?
The best part is that their label currently doesn't have a CEO, So any promotion being done for it is by the band. So there's barely any promotion going in this record, which is why they made like one post that it was coming out and one post that said it's out.
It's out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of embarrassing.
This album was so bad, that's kind of what it deserves.
Yeah, it didn't. I'm happy I didn't see it every time I opened my Instagram. Just like, hey guys, new Killers album, because I would have been mad every time hearing that stupid harmonica. Why do the Killers have a harmonica now? That bothers me so much. I just released. Somebody told me part 2.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Hot Fuss band over these past couple of years, because their last record, Gloria and I were talking about this before we went live, had a couple of redeeming songs like Caution. And this album had absolutely zero.
Nothing.
Although after like thinking back on that god awful record they dropped last year, this was kind of where they were going. I just hoped they wouldn't go here. They would just kind of I just wanted another Imploding the Mirage. I really don't care. That album wasn't that good, but it would have been miles better than this.
It would have been much better than this.
Miles better than Pressure Machine.
God, dude. Weathers dropped a new album, Pillows and Therapy. I really like this. I love Weathers so much.
Not this song. I'm fucking out of it today.
Okay, dude.
This album was very, very good. Just bangers front to back, and I liked the Hello intro song. I thought that was cute.
See, that one was a bit repetitive for me.
Oh, here we go.
Me. Dude, like it was good. I liked it. It's just it got on my nerves a little bit.
Fair enough.
And there was
C'est La Vie is still a banger. Best song on the 100%.
record. Yeah. Wait, this is you.
How many are you gonna do in a row, Glory?
Sorry. Wait, no, I did.
Killers and Weathers in a row. You want to take Afterlife too?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Afterlife dropped a new album, Part of Me. What do you think, Shane?
I have had this record on loop since Friday, and we got the stream like 2 weeks early, and it was so hard to stay quiet about how good the record was. Yeah. And I tried not to listen to it 700 times before it came out. I managed to only listen to it once. Exactly. But no, this record's great. It's been at the top of, like, you know, when you open Spotify and it's got the 6 little things. It's like that and the Limp Bizkit EP are the two.
Oh, which Limp Bizkit EP?
The Unquestionable Truth Part 1. No,
okay.
I've listened to the Chocolate Starfish album like 600 times. We need a break on that for right now.
Yeah, a little cool down.
But yes, I've been listening to this album a shit ton, and we talked to Andrew about the record. So go watch that interview, please.
Go watch it. I really like that interview. Yeah. This album was very heavier than I remember. But it was good.
Really heavier than I remember.
Yeah. It's really good for a heavy album. And I like that they did have a slower track. So thank you for that. I was able to hold on to that track like a life preserver until I was thrown back into the deep end of metal.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't like super slow, so I didn't even realize that it was like on the slower side. Yeah, because it's like it still kind of fits in with like how fast the album is.
It's not like they whipped out the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, thank God. The album, I told Andrew this, and he seemed a little like shocked almost when I said that the album was too short. But I stand by that. It's like 10 minutes and like what? Not 10 minutes. It feels like 10 minutes. 10 songs in like 24 minutes. I think it's under 30. Yeah. And it just goes by like that. And I'm like, I just want it to be longer, man. That's all I want. That's my only complaint with the record is make it longer. I know, like, he went over their whole process for like cutting it down. And like, I respect that. I just personally, as a consumer, I just wanted a 30-song Afterlife record. Hour and a half of bangers. Let's go. Give it to me. DMs are open.
DMs are open. Just send us the demos and B-sides and everything. That'd be
perfect. Great. Trash Boat dropped an album. Don't You Feel Amazing? Why, yes, I do, Trash Boat. This album was very good. Another banger from Hopeless Records. Yes. Hopeless put out 2 bangers this week.
2 bangers?
2 bangers. But yeah, every single song on this record was just very good and highly recommend this record to our listeners.
To our listeners, if you're listening,
you should listen to this record.
Yeah, this banged. Pet Symmetry dropped a new album, Future Suits.
Am I the only one that thought some of the songs on this record kind of sound like Motion City soundtrack?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
It wasn't like the entire record, but there were a good chunk of songs where I was like, this has major Motion City soundtrack vibes. I almost said Motionless in White. That would have been awkward.
Completely opposite. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that I love this record. It was so good. The cover art's a little trippy though. It makes me want to scan it with my phone for the QR code, but I don't know if it's going to lead anywhere because I haven't tried it yet.
Here, I'll try it right now.
Oh, bet.
Okay. Yeah, you read the next one.
Okay.
Oh, the next one's so good.
Meet Me at the Altar dropped an EP, Model Citizen. So fucking good. Glory likes chug riffs now.
I love chug riffs.
She was telling me all about it last night. She's like, I am in love with chug riffs now. And I'm like, as you fucking should be.
Chug riff.
This EP was so good. My only complaint is that the song, where the fuck is it? Wake Up, the last song on the EP, was, it started out like just stupid heavy with those drums and that really, really heavy guitar. And then there wasn't screaming. It just came in with Ethan. It's Edith, right? I believe that's her name. Yeah, Edith. Just like singing, and I'm like, this song is good, and her vocals are great. But like with the way it opened, there should have been just like a growl at the beginning. I know that they're like easy core, punk, but like, where's the growl, man?
Yeah, just a little one.
Just one. That's all I needed.
This is what it leads to.
It does lead to something.
It does lead to something. It leads to like their website, and it has like a little game and stuff.
That's so cool.
And like a Discord link.
That's so sick.
So it does.
It does.
So there you go. You were right.
Now I don't have to scan it.
Exactly. Yeah, this EP was fantastic. It went by too fast. Like, how you feel about the Afterlife EP album? It could be an EP. That's how I feel about this EP. I wish they got an album and it was just like a couple more songs, because who was debuted with an EP?
Most bands.
Like on Fuel by Ramen, usually it's like an album.
I don't know. This is the first time I've had to follow a band from getting signed to first release on a major label like this, so I don't know. This is like Fuel by Ramen's first signing in like 10 years. I don't fucking... I'm kidding. But you look at their roster and you're like, have they signed anybody ever?
No. But yeah, this EP was like ridiculously good. Chug riffs, give me more. I would like more chug riffs.
That confused me was, speaking of the signing, they had put out a couple of singles. God only knows what they're from, whether they were standalone or part of a record that got shelved or never or put out at a later date. I was shocked that Garden didn't make the EP. Hit Like a Girl,
what's up with that?
Was kind of like just the band still exists kind of single. That's kind of what it felt like. But Garden was the big single. It's got over 1 million streams on Spotify. It would have boosted the EP streams like that. Gets more playlist placements for that song. And it's like, that was like their big push. Why wouldn't you just throw that on the EP? Because everybody knows that song, because you played the same 30 seconds in ads for like a week straight to let everybody know you sang Meet Me at the Altar.
Yeah. I couldn't get away from that song. And I was like okay with it for like the first week.
And I'm like, I'm really sick of this riff.
Bro, please. Black Bear dropped a new EP, Misery Lake. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, this is way better than his record he put out last year.
Yeah, I like the direction he's going, and I actually enjoyed this EP. I wasn't like looking for the track list, like, okay, how many more tracks do I have until I'm done? I was like, okay, this is bad. This isn't bad. No, this is bad.
I feel like, looking at the way he's like released music pretty much every year, and it's always been a record, this being an EP, it felt like he almost was about to have an off year where like he wasn't going to put something out, and then got asked to go on tour with Maroon 5, and his label said, you have to put something out. You gotta drop something. So he like put this out, because it just feels weird to me that like he put out just like an EP when he's been doing records for like the past 5 years every single year, and just dropping awful trash.
God awful. So like, except Hot Girl Bummer. That song slaps so hard.
He had 6 months where he was actually able to write shit and didn't have to be in the studio every week, and like actually put together a decent set of songs. I'm very upset that the Austin feature that all the Parksies thought was going to happen wasn't on this album, or EP, whatever. So Black Bear, Austin, let's collab, please. I see Black Bear commenting on Austin shit on Instagram, so let's make it happen. It's a
Bro.
book. It's a book.
It's a book.
It's a book.
I can't see the spine of the book. I just see this.
It's a book.
Okay.
From Ashes to New, dropped an EP, Quarantine Chronicles Volume 2, and go watch your interview with Lance. We chatted about the record they put out last year at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
It's like the first interview we did back. So it's very rushed to go watch it.
Yeah, which was a little scary too, because I was like, are you sure?
Yes, are you sure? No, I'm not sure, but let's do it anyway. This EP was very good. I'm finally on the From Ashes to New train.
As you should be.
Took me a little bit to get on it, because we all know how I felt about the record when it first came out. But I'm finally on that train, and I'm chugging along. And I'm very mad that their closest tour date is in like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is like 2 hours away. They've got a couple in the city, but fuck the city. I don't like going there.
Exactly.
So yeah, come to Jersey or Philly.
Go to like the Stone Pony.
Sure. If you want to play the Stone Pony, that's fine. I don't care.
Do that. That's the only one I can remember.
So I can see you guys. Thanks.
Little Hag dropped a new EP, Breakfast.
Oh dear
God.
Boy. Oh my God.
The title tracks alone just encapsulate what type of EP this is. It's brilliant.
If you're curious as to what the fuck is going on, Wednesday, I believe, is when our interview with Little Hag comes out.
I think so.
We chat about every single song on the record and even bring up the EP, even though we weren't even talking about that. She was like, you want to know about the EP too? And we're like, yeah, sure. What the hell? So that'll all be there on Wednesday if you want to know why she named the songs Piss, Blood, and Cum.
Bangers.
Very good EP though.
Yeah, it was good.
Like very good. Just very scary. I didn't know what to expect when I looked at the track list the first time.
Yeah.
Like,
I looked through it and I was like, am I in the right folder? Like, did somebody send me like the wrong thing?
Someone sent me a death metal record.
Like, what?
Actually, a perfect segue to death metal. Ooh. Lorna Shore dropped their EP, and I Returned to Nothingness. And our interview with Will just broke 2,000 views today.
As it should.
So go watch that. We chatted about the EP and live shows, I think. Probably.
I think so. Point. I mean, we've been talking about live shows with a lot of people recently.
So go watch that. This EP is fantastic. This has been the other thing I've been listening to this week besides Afterlife's new record. And I have been waiting so patiently for this EP to come out so I can tell everybody how fucking good it was, because you and I have both known how good this shit was for like 6 weeks.
Exactly. And we've had to keep that to ourselves.
Yes. And now that the EP's out, I can go to everyone and say, see, I knew it was going to be great.
Exactly. I knew before all of you that this was EP of the year.
And now that I know, everybody else gets to know too, and I get to tell everybody that it's great, and everybody should listen to it. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody should listen to this. The other thing that I think is crazy is that Lorna Shore was able to come back from having allegations / shitty people within the band. The last vocalist got kicked out because of allegations, and it's crazy that like with the current culture that we have, that they were able to come back and are somehow bigger than they were.
Well, Will is very talented.
Will is fucking crazy,
like ridiculously talented.
I watched a video of them playing To the Hellfire in New Jersey. I was pissed that I missed that show, but I'm glad I went to see Korn, because now I might not get to see them for a second time. So, and he did that song perfectly live. Every single, it sounded just like it was in the studio. Fucking crazy that man's that talented. Just God, Will.
So Will, you're very talented.
Will, fucking
good job, Will.
So good.
If I Die First dropped a new EP. They Drew Blood.
So fucking heavy, so good.
A lot of heavy stuff on this playlist.
Yeah, it was a heavy week. I'm glad to see they've kind of got like that like late 2000s, early 2010s feel to them. Like right when like MySpace was big. They've just got that feel like with their music. And
I don't know why I'm feeling like nostalgic about MySpace. I wasn't old enough to be on MySpace. I was like 2.
Neither was I. But
sorry, I cut you off.
I'm so glad that they're like single-handedly bringing that back, along with a couple other bands in that genre. They did the split with CU Space Cowboy, and they're one of the bands also doing that. But I feel like If I Die First is kind of at the forefront of that, like MySpace core, we'll call it, revival.
MySpace core, yeah.
I'm so here for it, man. The EP was so good.
Bring back MySpace.
So true.
So I can actually experience it.
Machine Gun Kelly dropped a song called Paper Cuts.
You could call it what it is.
And he also announced that he's got another record coming out probably soon, because he announced the title of it. He announced it with having a tattoo on his arm with Mr. Travis Barker, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker.
God, they're turning into each other. Like they look very similar now, and it's bothering me so much.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Machine Gun Kelly is just looking. He just keeps on aging, but he hasn't gotten any older.
No, he's still like I saw a meme where it was who is he dating right now? The lady from Transformers, Megan Fox. Megan Fox is a I don't know, witch, but it's the proper name for like witch. And somebody said that she's draining him for like more life for herself, because it showed that picture of them at like the Brits or something where he looks like super like out of it, and she's just kind of like standing there like looking like super well presented, and it was the best thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I think she's definitely draining him, as she should, and this song sucked. So that's my take on this. Dude, it was so bad. Like, it was just flat and bland, and there was no progression throughout the entire thing. And his voice sounded like even flatter than it usually does. So it was just bad.
Yeah, this song was something. When it started up, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like, this man drops a couple of shitty collabs, and like his actual music isn't the worst thing in the world. We all know I like the last record, so I had expectations going into this. Not very high, because I don't have very high expectations for Machine Gun Kelly ever.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly.
But I did have like, oh, this might be good. This has a potential to be good, because it's not Love Race with Kellen Quinn.
That was so bad.
But this was not very good. As I said, it had potential, because I could hear it like in the drums and the guitars and shit, that like if the tempo at all had picked up, it could have been like a song off of Tickets to My Downfall. But as you said, since it was flat the entire time, Machine Gun Kelly's voice never goes above the same key ever.
No,
it's the same monotone thing no matter what is going on in the background. It could be a fucking metalcore song with breakdowns and shit, and he would be screaming in the same tone as he sings.
Oh, that would be so bad.
It would be so interesting to listen to, because there would be no progression at all. But
no texture.
Yeah, and that's like, you're not relying on Machine Gun Kelly's voice to like progress within the song. No. You're relying on everything else in the song to kind of progress, and
to carry him.
That didn't happen in this song.
Exactly.
So it just kind of was whatever. I'm still hoping that this is like the questionable song off the record, and that the rest is like meh, like passable for you know, like white boy pop punk. But we're gonna find out when the record comes out, and I'm sure he'll drop like 5 more singles off the record at least.
Yeah, maybe 6 or 7.
I'm sure he'll have like 20 songs on the album, and they're all gonna suck. And I'll be like, this is the best thing ever.
Exactly. I was gonna say, you're gonna love it.
This is pop punk album of the year. So I guess we're gonna find out. I don't know. I don't have very high hopes.
Did he drop Tickets to My Downfall this year?
Last September.
Year? Okay. Oh, so that was that was a year ago.
Yeah, I don't like every year for a record. That's where I'm like, that's why I'm like, I don't fucking know, because at least he had like a year or two in between Hotel Diablo and this
Hotel Diablo
and this song and this past album, but only a year, but definitely less than a year, because there's mixing, mastering, there's work that has to go into all the promo shit, music videos and everything, like probably, you know, anywhere from like 6 to 8 months spent on the album itself between writing and recording. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just don't want him to like start doing that and like thinking he has to put a record out every year, because then it's guaranteed to be bad.
Exactly. Unless you're One Direction.
Yeah, most artists that do that, unless they have people that are writing the songs for them, One Direction.
Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to do that to me? Check the writing credits. Louis in every single one of them. He's in every single one of them.
Louis was a very tired boy.
He was?
So, I lost my train of thought because I had to do it.
I hate it here. I'm moving on. Lizzo and Cardi B dropped a new single, Rumors. I'm just going to say I usually don't like Cardi B because I just don't like her. That's it. But I really liked this song, and I liked what she brought to the song. I like the just because Lizzo, I love Lizzo, firstly. She's amazing. I just like her, how she makes songs. I like her voice in songs. I like her range. I love Lizzo. Cardi was very interesting to hear in this, and it worked very, very well. So I enjoyed this a lot. And I don't understand why Lizzo's getting hate. And that's just it.
Yeah. This was like an entire song about her saying like, yeah, fuck you, stop sending me hate.
So I'm true. Like, and then people were like, I'm gonna send even more hate.
Yeah, because like, you wrote a song about sending me hate. And I'm like, yeah, the fuck you. And everyone's like, fuck you. Yeah. And it's like, what? Anyways,
it's just a big war back and forth.
Yeah, it's like, how can you say fuck you when the song was that good?
Exactly. Like did you hear the song?
The song was that fucking good. Like, even I was like, I saw it on the playlist. I'm like, oh dear Lord, I was hoping this would just fly under Glory's radar.
No,
okay, whatever. I'll just fucking listen to it. And then I listened to it and I'm like, wait a minute, why does this bang? My only gripe is when she says like the line about like the black people made rock and roll, and then the drums kick in. Why wasn't there a guitar?
Literally, dude, that was I completely agree, because when she said that and the drums kicked in, I was like,
this is gonna be a rock song now.
It's coming.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
No. And
it was so frustrating.
They did the drum thing 3 times in like 30 seconds. And
they let us on.
And they even ended it with that. I don't even care. Like, you could have done it twice and just fucked me over twice, and then the third time ended with like a guitar solo. And it would have been sick as fuck. But every single time it was just drums and then back to the beat. I'm like, why?
Exactly. Why? Like, even it could have just been like one like pluck of a string.
All you need is one note.
Just to, just be like, see, look, I'm hinting at it. But she didn't.
Yeah, because after she said that line, it would have been the perfect transition to just go into like a complete rock song and just blow everybody's minds. Like, Lizzo goes rock on her new single. Like, imagine the headlines.
Oh my god, that
would get her even more hate. Maybe that's why she didn't do it. I don't fucking know.
No, but I feel like she would have done it if that's like.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you're like, let me just take everybody off. Yeah.
But. Yeah, no, that's the only gripe I have with the song, was that she kept on fucking us like that.
Exactly. Give us rock era.
Give us a Lizzo rock album. I'll
punk
be here
era.
for that.
No, don't do punk. Punk is.
We don't want more punk. Punk is broken currently. Yeah, we're trying to repair it right now.
It's been broken for a while. But maybe she can fix it.
We got Machine Gun Kelly thinking he's leading the pack or something with
Youngblood. And Youngblood. Yeah.
As much as we both hate Youngblood, Obey was performed live with Ollie Sykes.
Bro, I want to watch it so bad. I want to watch that video so bad.
Holy shit. That goes off. As much as I hate Youngblood. I
like Youngblood's music. I just don't like him anymore after I woke up to his butt.
His ass on the timeline, yeah. As much as I hate Youngblood and as much as I hate most of his music, I need Bring Me the Horizon and Youngblood to go on tour so that I can see Obey live with the two of them on stage. It's not allowed to be a UK only thing. We got to bring this over to the US, do a full fucking tour with it. Yep. Bring Spirit Box's support, because they should be on every single tour ever.
They just took a picture with the guy who dropped a rock album or punk album.
Oh, Kenny Hoopla.
Yeah, Kenny Hoopla.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to tour together. That would be amazing.
I don't even know if it's going to be a tour, but I think that it's possible that it could be any of their songs, but I think that the three of them are on a song together.
Oh,
and that's going to be stupid. It's going to be stupid good.
That's going to be
stupid.
Stupid.
They're stupid.
I'm excited to see what they do because they're obviously teasing something with that song. It's not just like, hey guys, we met up just to have donuts.
Yeah,
like no, like, you guys are doing something.
Because like Ollie Sykes and Bring Me the Horizon were not Ollie Sykes and Ollie Sykes and Youngblood were posting pictures together before they dropped that song.
Yeah,
and blew everyone away. And I think they're doing the same thing. Just they added Kenny Hoopla into the mix this time,
which is going to be amazing.
And it's going to be even better than Obey because Kenny Hoopla is fucking amazing too.
He's fantastic.
So yeah.
Maybe punk isn't dead.
It's just white boy punk that's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been long gone anyway.
Yeah. But anyway. Lizzo, do rock. Yeah. Rock would be amazing. I would love rock.
Wave Break dropped a single, Manic Dreams. This is so good. I think this might be my favorite Wave Break song. It's taken Out of Breath and put it second now.
Stop! Not Out of Breath.
Out of Breath is good, but this song absolutely bangs.
That's fair.
I can't wait for the EP. I think that's coming. Yeah, send it to us. I want to hear it, please.
You know our email. Trivium dropped a new single, Feast of Fire.
You're not allowed to talk about this song. You want to know why? Because you have bad takes about it. You shared your opinion too early, and now I'm silencing you. Shh. You're not allowed to tell me it sounds like butt rock. You're not allowed to tell me.
It sounds like butt rock. It sounds like butt rock.
No, it doesn't.
It's a butt rock sound.
No, it does not.
It's butt rock.
They announced the record. It comes out October 8th, I believe. Another 10 songs. They put out an album last year too, so I'm shocked to put one out so soon.
Everybody's doing well. It's probably because everybody has such a backlog of songs because of the pandemic.
Yeah, everyone was like, let's just get in the studio and record another record. So yeah, I thought that this song was very good and didn't sound like butt rock. I think Trivium's a fantastic band. I can't wait to see them live next month. But Glory's got bad takes and thinks it sounds like butt rock.
It sounds like butt rock.
You ready for butt rock, Glory? We got Asking Alexandria putting out a new single this Friday. Oh, it's gonna be butt rock heaven up in here.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be butt rock heaven.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Butt rock heaven, man.
Butt rock. Where's Trapped? There they are. We're getting to Trapped.
We're getting close. Turnstile put out a single, Fly Again.
This was so good. This was one of my favorite songs on the playlist. It I don't know, it surprised me.
Turnstile doesn't miss. They do not miss. So good, so true. Oh, yeah.
Black Veil Brides dropped a new single, Torch. This was also butt rock.
Sure.
We agreed on it last time we spoke about Black Veil Brides. We said that even the cover art looks like butt rock cover art.
Yeah, the cover art does look like butt rock cover art. Yeah. But this song I think is one of the better ones off the album that they keep on pushing back because of vinyl delays.
Well, that's gonna be a while because even Tyler the Creator can't even order like vinyls.
Yeah. They pushed it to October because they claim the vinyl will be done by then.
That's not happening.
If the vinyl's not done by then, just put the record out.
Just drop it.
That's why we have a January release date for Under Oath because they want to put the vinyl out with the record. It was supposed to originally come out in October.
Wow.
So, anyways, I thought that this was one of the better songs they've dropped off the record. It's been like 50-50. Literally, I believe they put out 4 singles, and I've liked 2 of them, have hated 2 of them. So I don't know what I'm going to think about this record, because I do think that Black Veil Brides, just in general, they have a couple of very good records and a couple of albums that I just can't listen to at all because I don't like them at all. So I'm curious as to what this album is going to be for me when it finally drops. And I'll find out in about 2 months when they finally put it out. Unless Andy Black is currently watching this, and our email is in the bio. You can send it to us. I'll let you know early what I think about it. There's your offer. I'm very big in the industry. Millions of followers. Yeah. People don't stop texting me asking for my opinion on the new Limp Bizkit album.
That hasn't even been released yet.
Yeah, but I've already heard it. I've had it on loop. It's the only thing I've been listening to. I lied when I said I've been listening to these other things on loop. It's just Limp Bizkit.
You were. It was a cover.
Yeah,
you were trying not to,
Yeah, I didn't actually listen to this playlist at all. I've been listening to Limp Bizkit. I'm just making shit up.
Exactly. Yeah. Me too. Actually, because I've only been listening to Limp Bizkit as well.
Yeah, I sent.
Have you heard Fred Durst's solo album yet? Have you gotten to that yet?
Listen, Fred Durst and I are kind of in rocky water right now. I think he hates me, so he hasn't sent it to me yet. We're getting there though. I'm currently mending things with Fred. We're going to be best friends again.
Have you messaged him since?
I think I responded to one of his stories.
Was it the one with the doll?
No. Oh yeah, it was that one. Yeah. I told you about that.
I think you told the podcast about it.
No, that was at 10:30 at night after the podcast on that Monday.
Why are you messaging Fred?
Because he posted about it at 10:30 at night. I have his post notifs on.
I do too. I'm the one who made you turn his post notifs on.
Well, so but I was like, yeah, no, that's tragic. New merch idea because he lost the doll
bid
thing.
Yeah.
And he hearted it. So we're currently beefing. I'm just waiting.
He won't respond.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Fred Durst to respond to me. One of these days, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Fred, here's our credentials for the podcast." It's because they're self-managed. Fred manages them, so we're not breaking any rules.
Dude, you should actually do it.
We're not breaking any rules. I've had like 5 or 6 people tell me the exact same thing. Everyone's like, "You got to do it." I'm like, man, but like, what if Fred Durst hates me?
I don't think he hates you. Like, what? He opened your thing.
No, but like, what if I send that to him? He hearts it and then doesn't respond.
Then that's
what he's been doing to me.
I know, because you haven't given him anything to build off of.
My boss over at DIM, Mr. Matt, was like, "You guys got merch?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, because if you did, I would have been like, you should send Fred some." That's why I added Fred on Twitter and was like, "Hey, Fred Durst, want any GMP swag?"
I will literally make merch if Fred wants merch.
When we finally do a hoodie run, we'll hit up Fred and ask him if he's got a PO box that we can send merch to.
So we can get our MCR ripoff logo. You can rep that for us.
Oh my lord,
bro!
That's a guaranteed cease and desist, because Mike Hem will definitely see it then if Fred Durst is repping that in public.
I actually don't think we can get a cease and desist because we've changed it.
I don't know. Hopefully not. I just want the Mike Hem notice, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, or Mike Hem lawyer notice.
Yeah, but I mean, close enough. Maybe Gerard will have seen it. Like, he'll know the podcast exists.
Oh my god.
We've tried. It hasn't worked yet. He won't respond to our DMs. He's not like Fred.
Oh my god, I haven't messaged him in a while. I should probably check on him, right?
Yeah, we should make sure he's not dying.
Oh my god. Gerard,
are you still with us?
Gerard, please, come on the pod.
Anyways, weird segment aside, Crown the Empire and Courtney LaPlante put out a single, In Another Life. LaPlante. Finally, Crown the Empire is heavy again. Their last record was like alt rock.
I didn't even see your message asking why is Kids Bop dancing to NSYNC. Sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
After you posted that, I then went and listened to NSYNC, and that's why it made my 5x5 for the last week, because I was listening to NSYNC.
Very curious about that.
NSYNC is so good. But Crown the Empire is finally heavy again. This song is so good. I said it the last time we talked about a Courtney feature with the Make Them Suffer song, and I'll say it with this one too. A Courtney feature is a very valuable thing right now, and I'm sure she did a bunch over quarantine that we're going to start seeing rolling out. But after those roll out, they're going to be massive once this album comes out. I think that a Courtney feature is going to be very, very valuable, even though it kind of already is, because she's the biggest name in metal, in my opinion. And most people's opinion.
Courtney and Will are like the biggest names in metal.
Yeah, right now. Will is the biggest in like death metal, and Courtney's the biggest one in metalcore right now, and Fred Durst is the biggest name in music right now.
In the world, actually.
Gotta bring up Fred Durst every single time.
I love Fred Durst.
Fred.
Oh god, Trapped dropped a new single, Above It All, and it sucked. Are you surprised?
Yeah, are you like...
Oh my god, what if he sees this? I forgot his name. Chris
Taylor Brown.
Corey? Chris
Taylor Brown.
Chris Taylor Brown.
I want a cameo from him so bad.
And it's like $100, right?
Yeah.
See, I would put money towards that, but I don't want to give that man my money.
Fair enough.
So it's like,
that's so fair.
I would love to do it for the joke if like the money was going to like charity or something, but he would never do that.
Why would he donate it to charity?
He wouldn't do that. But no.
Yeah, no. This song was not good, like at all.
No, like there was nothing.
There was nothing of substance at all. They teased it for about a month and just kept on playing like that chorus over and over again. I was like, this song has the tiniest amount of potential imaginable for a trap song. And then the entire song was that chorus.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
maybe it got stuck on loop.
Yeah, that's the entire song. I just think that after kind of like consuming Trapped for about the past year almost, like just taking them in and getting obsessed with their first two albums by complete accident. I couldn't help it. It literally just happened, and then I was like, I'm doomed. Everyone's gonna hate me.
And everybody did.
Yeah, everyone. I did like get yelled at for buying the Headstrong vinyl.
Like, what was up with that?
None of the money went to Trap, so it's okay. It was just for the funny.
Yeah.
But after like consuming it all and finding out that they got dropped by Warner after their second album, I don't think like Trapped was never a great band ever. No. I don't know how they got signed to Warner in the first place, and they were never meant to make it past the bar level, in my opinion, like playing bars.
No.
Chris, I really hope you're watching this. It really just hurts
you
your
need
ego.
to hear this.
You need to hear this. They just never really meant to play that. They were just a failed social experiment, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that now they're finally where they belong, which is playing bars and strip clubs. Because we have seen some pictures of venues that they've been playing that have poles on the stage, and the poles aren't like off to the sides; they're just like in the middle, and they're also happen to be silver, which is the color of stripper poles.
Yeah.
And they're not big, thick poles; they're thin poles in the middle of the stage. It's strange why they're there. I think Chris is doing after-hour stripping for the crowd.
Chris.
They bring it on tour with them.
He's the opener. Is it who's that did the strippers as the opener?
Oh, it was In This Moment and Motionless in White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually Chris Taylor Brown.
And there were strippers that opened, and my mom was with me, and it was really awkward.
Yeah, it was actually Chris Taylor Brown.
It was Chris Taylor Brown. He was on stage doing it, and I was like, oh, God. Born Without Bones dropped a single, Wishing You Well, but the U is in parentheses, and it's spelled Y-O-U, not just U.
Yeah.
This song was good, albeit a little slow for my taste. Very good. I did enjoy it.
I did think it was a little slow,
yes,
but it was good.
Single,
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Hawthorne Heights dropped a new single, The Rain Just Follows Me.
This song was very good.
Banger.
I'm excited for this record. Dragged Under and Spencer Chamberlain dropped an absolute banger of a single, Brainwash Broadcast. So good, so true. Apparently Dragged Under finally has this album coming out, which is very exciting.
I didn't think I was going to like this, but I did like it. So
Glory likes a heavy song.
Well, when I say like, I mean like tolerate. But like, bro, calm down.
Oh my God.
Don't tell the press.
I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Glory, we are the press.
Oh shoot!
We literally
Cut the stream off. Idola.
Yes.
Thank you. Dropped 2 singles, Hidden Worship and Perennial Philosophy.
And watch our interview with Idola that comes out this Friday. I thought that it was interesting that they dropped the opening track as a single, Hidden Worship.
Curious.
I did see Pulses, who happen to be Idola stans, also very confused by that. It had some choice words for their label for that decision. And then they put out another banger, Perennial Philosophy. But I thought that both of the songs were really good. And just seeing how the album opens, we interviewed them, but like didn't hear the record.
We weren't allowed to.
We're going in blind.
Yeah,
we actually don't know what it sounds like, which is why we're able to talk about these and like more than just it was
and
good.
Not be like it was good.
I'm very interested to see like where the album's going to go from there, because the opener has me encapsulated already, and the album still doesn't come out for literally another month. Like today,
Jesus. Oh my God,
a month almost exact. So I'm very excited for it. Thrice dropped a single, Robot Soft Exorcism. Whatever. Exorcism. I said it right the first time and then kept on trying to correct myself.
It's okay.
Whatever. This song was soft. It literally had it in the title. But I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, banged. So true. Wind Up Kid dropped a new single, Disco. This banged.
This did bang, and as we all know, I work for Then and Now Records, kinda. And I've heard this song 700 fucking times. I'm not exaggerating. I've heard this chorus more times than I care to admit. And it's very good. This shit stuck in my head. The intern in the office is fucking like mumbling, I guess. I lost the word that I was looking for, so we're just gonna go with mumbling.
Okay.
Humming. That's the word I was looking for. Humming.
I was thinking humming, and I was like, I'm just gonna let him get his train of thought out. You know?
Humming like the beat to the song, and I'm like, you gotta stop, dude. Like I've heard this song way too many fucking times. You gotta just cut it out. Something else. But the song is very good. And I'm very excited for everything else that's coming. So good, so true. Volumes dropped a single, Get Enough. Heavy, very good. They're going on tour with Unity TX. Unity's opening for them.
Oh, that's fun.
And a couple other bands. I think that was a tour that was announced this week that I forgot to say at the beginning. It's not coming anywhere near me. That's why I completely forgot.
Are they coming to Virginia?
I don't.
That's metal.
Know.
I don't know if my dad would like that.
That's why I didn't even send it to you, because I was like, you're gonna go, oh, I'm gonna see, and then go, oh, my dad said no.
My dad.
And it's also
like
a
metal.
half an hour set for Unity, and that's the only band you would care about on the lineup.
I love Unity.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
A little away, it drops a new single, Spittin' Chicklets.
Such an interesting name.
I need to see. I recognize that word, but I forgot what it is. Oh, it's Candy.
Nice. This song was also slow. And
it's slang for cocaine.
Oh, nice. Nice. This song was also slow, and as we know, I'm not one for like slow songs. But this week, every single slow song that was on this playlist, maybe because the playlist wasn't just inundated with it, I thought that this song was also pretty fucking good. So true. Come on, the pod.
Come on the pod.
Let's go. Actually, the baby memes aren't funny anymore.
Actually, I think they're still funny. It's just
he's a piece of shit, so we have to address that before we make the baby jokes. They're still funny. He's just a piece of shit.
Oh,
let's go. That's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. I forgot how to transition
literally
for a
falling
second.
asleep.
Yeah,
I'm
I forgot
sorry.
how to transition for a second. It's been a long week. I'm still catching up from the sleep I lost when I saw Korn. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. You can follow us on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every other streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp, but it's goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. We got Patreon. It's patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Always got your important plugs and your Patreon supporters. I flip those, motherfucker. And then I will sign off with, I don't know. I've run out of Fred Durst jokes. I haven't been listening to much Limp Bizkit this week, so I'm kind of like running low on the Fred Durst funnies.
Come on, dude.
We'll figure something out.
That's literally like in your job description. You're supposed to always have like Fred Durst funnies.
Oh man, I get fired.
Yeah, God, you're fired. Okay. Patreon supporters. Thank you to my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Micah, Zari, and Eric. Thank you. You guys rock. You guys are pog. Thumbs up.
Thank you.
My short talking point, because I'm still trying to learn as much information as I can about this. And it also makes me feel very helpless reading about it. So I've tried not to read much about it, because then it's just, my mental health just kind of goes into a slight decline. But sorry, I shouldn't joke about this. I shouldn't joke about around this topic. I'm sorry. The Taliban has taken control of Afghanistan after seizing the presidential palace in Kabul. I don't know what this means for the world. I just know it's bad. And I know this is not a good sign at all. And it was like days after the US like pulled out of Afghanistan, and they like jumped on it. And it's like kind of terrifying. So just like educate yourself on that if you want to. As I said, I'm trying to like slowly educate myself on it, because it just makes me feel really helpless, because it's like across the world. Yeah. And there's nothing that I can really do to like immediately help it. But, you know, just education is key. Just knowing, you know, being aware. So that's it. That's my little topic. That really sucks, actually. So that's it. I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. I made this dark.
Yeah, I literally have no way to save this.
I'm sorry. Fred Durst.
Pussy. This is why if we ever hit him up and we're like, hey, Fred Durst, so you want to come on the podcast, he would watch this episode and get to the end. He would watch the middle part where we got all weird as we typically do. He would go on Twitter and read all the shit we've said.
About Fred Durst.
Yeah. He'd find the one where we asked for a link to the
didn't we tweet that?
No, we didn't tweet Fred Durst pussy. That was my... You might have tweeted a screenshot of my status on Discord being Fred Durst pussy.
I was like, dude, what?
He would find the tweet where we asked for the link to the Fred Durst sex tape. And then he would watch this portion and would be like, absolutely the fuck not.
I'm blocking these children, actually.
So, on that note, I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Fred Durst Podcast. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Love you, Fred Durst.
So true.